Namaste everyone, I am Hari Krishnan. This is the 65th video towards the Save Soil movement by Sadhguru and the Isha Foundation. What is he speaking about in so many videos? He has been telling so many things, but there are no useful methods. He is just sharing stories. So what is the use of all this? Are there any actions coming out of it? To answer these questions of some of the concerned viewers, the Save Soil movement is about bringing about an awareness to people, to make people know the influence of soil on them and the future generation. Why is it important to them? How can it determine the quality of life of humans? It is about deciding the what of the issue. The what of the issue is saving soil. If we realize the importance and the influence of soil on us, and we raise our voices, we express our concern through social media or by talking to someone in person, this spreads the awareness among the general population globally. And when we post videos or pictures or any content with the hashtag Save Soil, and there are systems that can aggregate or that can count the total number of hashtags. And hashtag on social media is our opinion. In this manner, when we raise our voices, when we raise our concern in such big numbers to the policymakers or the government, they would want to make it happen. Because if higher the numbers, higher the chance they have in winning the next elections. So that's how important numbers are. And that's how important our opinions are. And that's how important raising our concern is in a unified manner. And yes, what is the action that is coming out of Save Soil movement? Is the tree cover increasing? Is the organic content increasing? It will. But with Save Soil, what we are aiming at is to bring about policy changes, to bring about law changes that will help the farmers transition from what they are doing now to more ecologically friendly farming practices. It cannot happen drastically because switching to organic farming overnight is going to cause a disaster, because we have to make the soil healthy slowly, and only then plants can give us the yield we need. And how to save soil is the next step. Burdening ourselves with the nth step would hinder the progress of this movement, because many movements have failed because the people who came together were too much focused or concerned about the end goal, which was beyond their grasp at the moment, and that discourages them. So let's agree on what needs to be done, and once we express our need in a unified way to the government, let's then discuss about how it needs to be done. The method of execution varies from nation to nation based on the climatic conditions, the soil type, and the native agricultural practices. And once the majority expresses their concern with their citizenry and the experts on how to execute their plan of increasing the organic content in the soil. And another popular question which was asked to me too was, Sadhguru is riding a motorcycle. Why is he riding a motorcycle? Couldn't he have walked? Why is he burning or wasting gasoline or petrol, riding 30,000 kilometers on a heavy motorcycle? What is the use of it? He's just speaking joyfully and dancing about wherever he goes. So this is another question. I would like to humbly ask the people with these questions, have you been on a 100-kilometer motorcycle ride, either as a pillion or as a rider? Because we know that what it takes to ride a motorcycle, what it takes to ride a motorcycle for 100 kilometers. And the man is 65 years old. So it's not a piece of cake for him to do it. If he wanted to do a joyride, there are better destinations to do it, right? Why would he ride in rain, snow, through traffic, through the capitals of the cities? I don't think that's the definition of joyride for anyone. And about a person being joyful even when his or her body is going through hardship. I'd like to talk about our mothers. Because I too am such a person. When I was growing up, when I was younger, I took my mother for granted. I always knew she's gonna be there for me. She's not gonna leave me, how much ever hard it is. She put meals on our plates. She took care of the home. She gave me love, her time, her energy. And I know this is the case with all the mothers out there. And their body is going through so much hardship. And still they are joyful with us. And do you think they are faking it? No, right? At least now when we are grown up, we should realize, or we should understand that things cannot be taken for granted. I now feel sorry for how I behave with my mother sometimes, or I respect her for offering such a great home. So a person being joyful even when the body is going through hardship is a different kind of realization or understanding on how to conduct oneself. Don't we spend vacations in our dream locations? We fly from point A to point B. And yes, the aircraft too burns fuel. I think we could have walked, right? And Sadhguru, riding from country to country, is to get the consensus of the people and the ministers and the government about this movement and about the purpose of saving soil. Because for me and many others, a 65-year-old man riding 30,000 kilometers on a motorcycle is truly inspiring. Because that's what's fueling me to post these videos every day for 100 days. I would like to thank all the concerned viewers. Because if this question is important to you, it's good that you asked. And I hope my answer was satisfying. But keeping the whole motorcycle ride and Sadhguru aside, if you think that saving soil is important from what you have studied, please join hands with us. Let's make it happen. Let's save soil. Because that is what's important more than our opinions. Namaste.